Hey there, I'm going to show you the 3 different ways that you can sign up a new team member. So I'm going to go ahead and screen share with you so you can see my InTouch here. So there's a couple different ways on InTouch that you can send an agreement or sign somebody up. So we call it an online agreement. So I guess actually there's technically 4 ways you can do it. There are paper versions. Um, and I think, if I'm not wrong, I think that they still probably give you some of the paper versions in the full starter kit if you started with the full starter kit. Otherwise, you can order them for like 50 cents when you place your orders under the section 2 stuff where all like the samples and party supplies and stuff are. And so here's what the paper versions are good for. The paper version is good if you are with someone in person and they're wanting to get signed up and you don't have a way to electronically sign them up, and just having them fill out the paper version right there and sign it and add their card information and everything. And then you can then go online, and you can input the information and get them signed up that way, because it's better than signing, like sitting at an appointment. They say they're going to sign up and you're like, okay, great, I'm going to send you an email. And then you part ways and you're just basically the ball's in their court and you're waiting for them to sign up. So anytime you can kind of take control of the situation and just help them get signed up on the spot, the less chance there is in there for them to be in limbo, and things happen in limbo. Different things happen in limbo. One, they get cold feet. Someone rained on their parade, someone who didn't just learn all the awesome things that they just did about the company, talks them out of it. Someone, talks them into doing something different, or they just, forgot why they were excited about it in the first place. So you just want to be able to help them make a decision and close them on the spot. So the closer you can sign someone up to when they heard the information, the better, because the more time that passes from when they were really excited about everything and they're really excited to do this, and then they're thinking about it, or they're going to talk to someone, or they're going to wait for your email or whatever, the more time that passes from when they first heard the information to when they actually go to sign up, the more the chances of them signing up start to decrease. Because we're human, like it's just not exciting anymore because it's not in front of them. They forgot all the things that they were excited about, because we do have a tendency to put our lives up for committee vote and ask everybody and their mother what they think of our next decision for our life. And you don't know what those people's experiences were, or they heard of their friend's mother's brother's dog who tried this once and didn't do anything with it, or whatever. Like, you just never know what they're going to be exposed to. And so being able to sign them up on the spot is going to be your best chance, if they are willing and able to do that. So paper versions are good to have for the situations if you're with them in person, you don't have an electronic way for them to sign up, and you want to just get them in motion, right? Okay, so that is one way to do it. Otherwise, if you have an iPad or you have a phone with you, just do it electronically. You can now pull it up electronically. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to InTouch and you're going to go under Business Tools, and you're going to go down to Online Agreement. And there's 2 ways you can do this from InTouch. So if you're there with them in person, or if you're over the phone with them or whatever, have them do it with you and have them do create a new agreement. And this is going to take them to a page where they can start filling out the information to get started. I really don't ever have anybody that asks me about, like, why do they need our social security number? But just in case you do have someone that asks that, what you would tell them is that it's just like if you're applying for a job. Like, the company is going to pay you, and they need to be able to verify that you are an actual U.S. citizen and that you are above 18 years old. So that is what they use that to identify you, so that they can pay you some monies. So this is how they would fill it out right there in person with you. If they are not in person with you and it's a situation where you need to send them an email, if you go back down to the online agreement, go to create a new email invite, and you'll put in their email, their first and last name, and their phone number. So the 3 number, like each, it's broken up. So the first, their area code. Yeah. And then the first 3 numbers and the other 4 numbers, and then whether it's a cell or home. So one trick that I've learned, or tip, I guess, is make sure everything in here is spelled correctly, that the phone number is correct, because when they get the email, they have to type in their phone number to verify that it's them. Um, and if you put the number in wrong, it's not going to let them verify that it's them. Or if you put the email in wrong, it's not going to send the email to them. So just double, triple check this. So that's one way to do it, is the email invite. The email does expire after like a week or so, which is something you could, if you're in a situation where you had to send them the invite through an email, you can be able to tell them that this will self-destruct in a few days if you don't get it filled out right away. I always have like a welcome gift that I offer as an incentive if someone's wanting to get started. I mean, obviously, if someone is not interested in this at all, then this isn't even a conversation. But if they're like, I want to do this to be good for me, like the best gift we can do for them is to help get them to a decision, because as women, like, we are indecisive and we do live in limbo a lot for a lot of things. We have so many decisions that we have to make in our life, and that creates that just takes out so much of our energy, like being in that limbo and trying to decide what we're going to do. Are we going to do it? Are we not? We're on the fence. And with this, there is literally no downside to this. Like, say they spent the $30 on the eStart and they didn't do anything with it. Well, you have this website, so people can just jump on and order from you, and you could just be taking orders without literally having to work your business at all. Or if you got the full starter kit, you just got like $500 worth of full size product for $130. Like, literally no downside to that. So there's not monthly fees, there's not annual fees, there's like nothing that's gonna like trap them into something they didn't sign up for. So we know that this can only bring good things for them, and so helping them make a decision is the best gift that we can offer. So having a welcome gift or incentive for them to sign up that day, creating that urgency for why they want to do it now, they don't want to wait and think on it. Also, another thing you can say right now with like the eStart and stuff that's going on, they started that with the pandemic. We have no idea how long that's going to last. That could be something that the company just sticks around forever now, or it could be something that they decide to go away, because this is the first time in history that we have ever had 2 options for someone to get started in like 57 plus years, however long we've been around. They've only had 1 starter kit. That is the only option we've ever had. So having a $30 eStart or the $130 for the starter kit is the only time we've ever had 2 options like that, and we don't know if that's going to go away. And the nice thing about it is that that's a huge savings for them on the website, because that's like $7 for them to get a website and get a pro pay on their own. So for them to get it for $30, either by itself or with the starter kit, is awesome. So that's another thing I use to kind of create urgency with people, is like, this could go away tomorrow. We have no idea. It wasn't meant to be here forever, which, who knows, maybe the company decides that it is. Maybe you're watching this video like 5 years down the road and it's still the same. Great. But right now in this season, we don't know. So that's another thing you can use for urgency. So the 3 ways so far: paper version, online agreement, fill it out with them electronically when you're either on the phone or in person, on an iPad or a computer or a phone, or the email invite, which we just went over. The new option that they now have is on your personal website. So I'm gonna go here. Okay, so this is my website. And so your website's going to be marykay.com/whatever you selected to be your website URL. So you can send them here. And so if they click on Sell Mary Kay, it's going to take them to start that process of filling out an agreement, and it's connected to you. So it gives them a little bit of information here. I still always send them make sure that they have the flyer that has the options, so that they can see like everything that comes in the starter kit, everything that comes in the sample add-on pack, all of that. And so they can kind of see this. And so right here, they'll click sign up, and it'll start to take them through that process. And it should have your picture, your information right there, so that it's connected to you. This is really cool, because before we used to never have an option like this where they could just access it on our own. We used to always had to do it with them in person or send them an email link. And now you've got this. So if you go back to this page, like if you go to your website and you go to click on Sell Mary Kay and it takes you to this, copy this URL right up here and copy that and save that. And that could be a link that you could send them if you needed to, for them to fill it out on the spot, or, you know, whatever way that you're working with them. So that's another option, is they can go onto your website. And so you can tell them, hey, go to my website, click on Sell Mary Kay at the top, or even easier, just go there yourself, save that link and send them that link. And then you can give them that option. Just tell them to click the sign up right there. You could send them the link to this, but I really like how this gives them some information about the company, because I want them to know what it is that they're selecting, because I've had times where consultants selected the eStart and then the next day they were like, oh, I think I do want the starter kit, can I get it? And the company won't let them change it after it's been submitted. So whatever they choose now is final. This is your final answer. So there you go. That is the 4 different ways that you can sign somebody up, and just some tips for doing so, making sure you sign them up right away on the spot. Don't let any time pass. Offer a welcome gift to give them some urgency and get them going in motion right away. And as soon as they sign up, make sure they connect with me, or you connect with me, and we get them ready, scheduled for their welcome appointment so we can get them going. If you have questions or need any assistance, obviously reach out because I'm happy to help.